right, good Monday morning. I went to Yosemite yesterday, so that'll be a completely separate vlog. It'll just be a completely separate thing. It shouldn't be very long, just some, decent footage of absolute majestic nature. Like, the words can't describe how fantastic it is. So we ended up doing it was about 9 miles total. I would say 8 of that or so was like the actual like hike portion of it, and then there was kind of about a half mile in, half mile out to where we parked. So that was kind of a, pretty much all day fair. I woke up at 3 in the morning. We left right at 4 from my friend's house. We entered the park at like 6:45 or so, and then it takes like an hour to get from the park entrance to the trailhead through the valley floor, and then we were well underway before 8 o'clock. So we made really, really good time. So that'll be its own vlog. Maybe I'll do a voiceover for that. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I'll interject myself. I haven't figured out how I'm gonna kind of make that vlog yet. But what I need to do today is it's my first day as a Savage fitness coach with the new company. So I don't have any clients yet. Well, actually, I do have a new client, but I'm gonna be I'll be working on the plan for that on Wednesday. Tomorrow is an off day because it's a holiday. So today I'm basically going to be doing some training modules. So there's a whole bunch of training modules I can do, learning their systems. Some of it's going to be like learning their systems. And some of it is going to be just like continuing ed kind of thing. Sorry, my dog's eating. Continuing ed kind of things, but actually I'm really looking forward to just expanding my knowledge base. So the plan for today, because I have no schedule today, I don't have any calls, I don't even have anybody at the gym today. The only thing I have is just like time. And when I don't have like an appointed place of duty, an actual schedule, it just kind of wreaks havoc on my brain, and I can end up just wasting time and then feeling like absolute crap because I wasted time and didn't get anything done. Like analysis by paralysis kind of thing. So the plan is going to be, I'm going to read Agatha Christie, They Do It With Mirrors, until 9 a.m. It's almost 8 right now. So about an hour of reading. Then I'm going to get ready to go, head over to my office, Granite City, my co-working space, work on those modules, probably work on that, the Yosemite vlog as well. The other thing I need to do, I'm kind of excited about this, is I get to kind of rejig my Google Calendar. So, and I might end up doing a video on this of like how, and I was taught how to do this by an old mentor of mine, and is when you don't have like a 9-to-5 job, even if you do, just trying how to get everything in and using a time block system where certain types of activities, work, taking the kids to school, morning routine, whatever, workout, have certain time blocks during the day. And that only exists there. Like, I can only take calls during these certain time blocks during the day. And that way I always know that, that way I always know if I'm available. Everything has its place. So maybe I'll do a video on that once I get that sorted out. So I'm going to do the learning modules. I'll probably, let's say if I work from 9:30 to 12:30, depending on how I'm doing, that's like the minimum amount of time I want to work today. And then if I'm on a roll, I'll keep going. I'll hit up the gym, get my workout in, probably head to the grocery store, and I definitely need to spend the evening doing some meal prep kind of stuff because I don't have like anything prepared. I've got some meat in the freezer, or I've got some meat defrosted in the fridge that I need to use up. My dog is so freaking loud. Anyway, I'm gonna stop stalling and get to the Do It With Mirrors by Agatha Christie. Hey, so out on a short little walk. I only have like 1,000 steps today. I've been standing for the last little while, doing some computer work, but I haven't really gone for a walk yet today. I should have gone for a walk earlier today, got in a mile or two before it got hot, but I didn't. I read and took a shower and then got over to the office. So it's 11:33 right now. It's only 87 degrees right now. It's supposed to be 100. When they say it's 100, it usually ends up being like 105. So we'll see how hot it actually ends up getting. It was like 112 yesterday, which not in Yosemite, but when we got back
on our way back to town, and getting back into town, it was like 110 to 112. Anyhow, I've had a productive morning so far. So I'm basically having to learn a whole new set of systems for the new company. So I just went in and set up my accounts and like save like passwords and, you know, all that kind of stuff for like 5 or 6 different systems. So Zoom and Loom and Calendly and like the CRM we use, that kind of thing. And then like still working, I haven't quite. And then there's some like training modules that I have to go through. So I just went through all of the systems related ones, got me my Calendly set up. I still need to set up my Google Calendar. And then I have some more like actual coaching training videos to watch. But before I got into that, I thought I need to get outside, stretch my legs, get some steps in before it gets too hot. I'm also, I keep looking this way because it's definitely rattlesnake season. So I'm trying to kind of keep my eyes peeled and not be too distracted as I'm walking on the trail. But I'm heading down toward the water right now. This is one of my favorite little pieces of the earth to walk, and I'm just so blessed to have it right outside my workspace. And I mean, this is basically my backyard. So I live like 3 miles downriver from this. It is the American River, but it's also Lake Natoma. So Lake Natoma is a dammed off section of the American River, and it is full of people right now, just out there on stand-up paddle boards and kayaks. You see some people out there. The water is always freezing because it's water that comes from the bottom of Folsom Lake. So it's always super cold, but when it's 100 plus, that usually feels really nice. So anyway, I'm just gonna take a nice little walk here. I mean, probably only like 10 to 15 minutes of a walk, and then get back to work. The goal is to work until 12:30. Then I'll head over to the gym. I actually want to get a pedicure, and I might check out this waxing place by me and see if I can get my eyebrows done. It's been a really long time since I've had my eyebrows done professionally. Just my, sad little plucking action. I just had to stop into Ruby's Books on my way to get my burrito bowl. Ruby's, there's just a magnetic, attraction. It just pulls me right in. So I go in there looking for Solito. I can't remember the author's name off the top of my head, which is going to be my next nonfiction book club book. And not only did they have it, it was on sale. So I picked up Solito and also Haven by Emma Donoghue, also on sale. So I've got a friend here. This is Rocco. He's a neighbor. And my dad was leaving for work, and he called me down the hallway, and he was like, you anybody want the chocolate lab? Because he's at our door.
So, I mean, it's 7:30 in the morning, 7:45 in the morning. It's not like there's any fireworks going on right now, but he got out. So, just called mom and dad is on his way to come pick him up. Meanwhile, I'm standing outside in my boxer shorts and no bra. All right, happy 4th of July. It's, what day of the week is it? It's Tuesday morning. Don't have much going on today. I need to do some more of my onboarding modules for work. I'm going to go probably on an open water swim with my friend Meredith. She broke her ankle. She's the one that I was with in Truckee. I took her to Truckee because she broke her ankle. It's her right ankle, so she can't drive. So we might be doing an open water swim. We're going to test out her ankle and see if she can swim. Also, I haven't properly swam since my last triathlon, which I think was 2017. Could have even been 2016. So it's been a minute since I've been in a body of water to do anything than like relax and enjoy myself. That's how I feel about swimming. We were basically talking about like the importance of cardio, and I have this hamstring injury related to my back and all this stuff, and there's like very little cardio besides just like walking that I can do right now that doesn't aggravate my hamstrings. But like when I did the Yosemite trip, it was just so clear just how out of shape I am cardiovascularly, and it would have been so much more enjoyable had I been in better shape. And so she was like, "What about swimming?" And I'm like, "Oh, I freaking hate swimming. It's like, it's just so much effort to like get ready to swim, like before and after you're all wet, and then you're like chlorinated or you're all lake watery, and just depending on like where you're swimming, lake water or chlorine, and then just you're wet and you have to change, like all of that stuff. Not to mention the fact that I don't enjoy the actual process of swimming for exercise in the same way that I enjoy other forms of exercise. But it's definitely more fun when you're with a friend doing it, and I don't have any like particular goal or anything like that. So I'll probably do that today. And then I have one client or one class right now. Only one person has signed up for it. That's at 4:00, and then immediately after, we're gonna be going over to my aunt and uncle's house. Although they're out of town, they're at their cabin, so we're basically just using their house and their pool. So my sister and husband and the kids are coming, my parents, and then I think my grandparents might be coming as well. I don't know how they're gonna do outside by the pool. I mean, at least there's shaded area. But anyway, we're just gonna do burgers and hot dogs, and potato salad and stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically the plan. I am starting my period right now. The cramps have just started, so I probably actually need to eat something so I can take some ibuprofen. I don't normally eat. It's 8:41. I don't normally eat this early, but I'm gonna have to so I can take some ibuprofen. I slept in late. I woke up like a little over an hour ago. I woke up, I was like awake, like laying in bed. I hear my dad call from down the hallway. He was about to leave for work. And he's like, "Do you know anybody with a chocolate lab?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Okay, because there's one at our door." And he's like trying to leave for work. So you saw Rocco. And so they just live like straight down the street, a few houses. They don't know how he got out. Anyway, so last night though, I went over to my friend Meredith's house. Went over there at like 9:00, which normally like I'm in bed at 9:00, but right here in Folsom, we have every year the Folsom Pro Rodeo, and it's like the rule that it has to be over 100 degrees for it to be the rodeo, and was the case. I don't know why they don't do the rodeo in like May instead of in July, but because it's always timed with 4th of July. But anyhow, 3rd of July, and they do fireworks every night, and it's a really good fireworks show. But Meredith and her husband live like right by the rodeo grounds, and in this like small little gated community. And so went and hung out with them, had, a drink, and just sat there in the street basically and just watched a really good fireworks show. So that was nice. One thing I love about big fireworks, like crappy fireworks that you buy on the road, I think it's a stupid amount of money for the little bit of, joy that you get, especially compared to like a real fireworks show. So it was spectacular. And my favorite part about big fireworks though, is like looking at the faces of adults and seeing like how much joy, like childlike joy adults get from big fireworks. So that was fun. So anyway, I don't know what my plan is for today. I need to figure out my plan. I need to just like sit down and read for at least a half an hour. Then get myself sorted, and I need to eat. I need to eat. I'll probably watch YouTube right now. I need to eat so I can take some ibuprofen. That's the first thing that needs to happen before anything can happen. And then I need to like properly figure out myself a schedule, because otherwise I'm just gonna waste time and feel stressed about not knowing what to do and when. Because that's how my brain works.
So I'm gonna let you in on some of my neuroses. So I've been outside walking. It's a beautiful day. I've been listening to a podcast that my team leader sent me, and then a strategy call with her and my new client, getting to know the new client before I reached out to her. So I've been walking for like 52 minutes, okay? So I literally reach for the door, go to grab the door. And you know how like if your Apple Watch, if you're out walking, it'll be like, oh, hey, it looks like you're outside walking. Would you like to record an outdoor walk? I'm like, oh, yes. Thank you, Apple Watch. I would. Thank you for noticing. So do that. So I go to reach for the door, and I was like, wait, where am I at? I was at 1.90 miles. I can't stop at 1.90 miles. I have to keep walking until I get to 2 miles. I'm not talking to you, girl. Now she's interrupting. She's trying to be helpful, and now she's interrupting me. So anyway, I have to go. I have 1.99. I'm almost there. I'm not talking to you. Siri, I'm not talking to you. Go away. I don't know why she keeps thinking I'm talking to her. Anyhow, I'm a recovering neurotic OCD endurance athlete. There we go. I'm at 2 miles. I can stop.